Right, so I run a lot. It's a massive part of my life and the thing that I think about the most on a daily basis. How to arrange my responsibilities to fit in my training, watching running YouTube videos, looking at shoes, reading training articles, and. So people assume that I absolutely love running. But is it actually fun? Well, the short answer is no. But let me explain. If you've seen some of my recent videos, I'm sorry, and I really hope that this is the last time that I mention this place. I guess I have a type of Stockholm syndrome. But recently, I went to Stockholm to try and break 3 hours for the marathon. Again, for the third time. And it sucked, like massively sucked, because I failed, again. So if you had asked me in Stockholm if running is fun, the answer would have been a definite no. Comrades Marathon was recently in South Africa. I know a couple of people that ran and I had massive FOMO. Comrades is way harder than my shitty running disaster in Stockholm. But sitting here in the Czech Republic, I just desperately wanted to run Comrades and join in the fun. I'm also pretty sure that 99% of people that run Comrades do not have a lot of fun those last 20 kilometers. And this is exactly why this is such a hard question to answer. Is running actually fun? A lot of people always ask runners, why do you run so much? Or why do you want to run Comrades or 160 kilometers in the mountains? Is it a sickness? Do we have an addiction? Or maybe, just maybe, running is actually fun. I do not have fun every single time I go out for a run. Once a month, maybe, I get some mega happiness vibes during a run. And those days are awesome. But it doesn't really cut it to classify running as fun. So what does this actually mean? Why do I run if I say that it's not fun and I wrestle with myself almost every single time to lace up my shoes? Well, the actual physical activity that is running, that is the part that is not always fun. But everything connected to it, that is where the gold lies. So with everything in life, you have to work hard, dig deep, and go through some shit to get to the good parts. I do not want to say what I'm about to say, because it's super cringy. But it's the running lifestyle that makes it all worth it. Running offers so many things that make it so much fun. You can get out for fresh air very quickly and easily. Just put on your clothes and shoes and done. So it's good for your brain, it's good for your body, and it's that one part of the day that you can just forget about everything. Zero stress. Yes, 5 minutes before the run and the first kilometer of the run usually sucks, but from there on it gets better and better. And after every single run you feel good about yourself. You conquered that inner little baby voice inside your head and smashed a couple of kilometers. A run a day burns the cake away. Something like that, right? I think the biggest satisfaction in life is if you work hard towards something and then achieve that goal. That is the main reason why I run. That feeling after months and months of training and then finally getting what I wanted and what I worked so hard for. They say that you have to fall in love with the process, because the process is like 90% and the actual day of achieving your goal only 10%. But fucking hell, sometimes I couldn't care less about the process. I'm just chasing those finish line feelings, baby. But you have to suffer through those not so much fun parts to get to the part that is fun level 1 million. If they could bottle and sell the feeling you get after you cross a finish line and achieved your dreams and goals, the world would be a better place. At the end of the day, I would be a horrible, nasty, grumpy person without running. So I know, if I miss a day of running, shit is about to get bad. I get angry, stressed, anxious, and that's all because I can't do something that I say is not fun. Doesn't make sense, right? But again, running is so much deeper than just, is it fun? We all run for different reasons. To lose weight, to get away from your partner for an hour, training for a specific time, or to just get out for some fresh air a couple of times a week. but you have to create and find your own fun. So concentrate and think about why do you run, and that'll motivate you to get out and chase the fun. So for me, it's quite simple. Not running is way less fun than going through that daily struggle and actually going for a run. It's such a massive part of my life by now that I cannot even imagine life without running. So finally, yes, I have to admit, running is fun actually.